Whether by playing with their plastic blocks or by seeing one of their movies, LEGO has continuously been a brand for kids of all ages. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. LEGO has made so many of their iconic bricks over their long history that they've produced about 60 blocks per person on Earth. Yet, despite their modern runaway success, LEGO as a business nearly collapsed under its own weight at one point. So, on Context TV, we're going to delve into the question: what nearly sunk the educational toy company, and how exactly did they climb back to the top? Building a brand. Ole Kirk Christiansen had been running a carpentry workshop in Billund, Denmark for years, before he started making toys in 1932. With a new focus on products for kids, Christiansen brainstormed with his staff to rename their business as LEGO. Appropriately, LEGO worked as a Danish contraction for the phrase "play well." Though they manufactured wooden blocks in various forms over the years, LEGO's building bricks didn't arrive until the late 1940s. LEGO led Denmark in plastic toy making and bought the first plastic molding machine in their entire country. 1949 saw the release of LEGO's automatic binding bricks, which were the first steps to their blocks as we know them today. And LEGO actually adapted their brick design from Hilary Fisher Page's patented interlocking building cubes for Kiddycraft, though they didn't run into any legal trouble from this. Half of LEGO's products were being made of plastic by the 1950s, though both their bricks and plastic toys as a whole took time to catch on commercially. Ole Christiansen's son Gottfried developed an idea for their bricks. They could be toys to be used creatively. This led to the company's first official playset in 1954, as well as a town set soon after. The next decade saw LEGO refine their brick design to hold together better and use a plastic called ABS polymer to meet their durability needs. Their success continued into the 1960s with train sets, Duplo, and the official Billund launch of Legoland in 1968. LEGO also put out their famous minifigs in 1978. By the 1980s, LEGO products were in homes around the world and the company continued to grow. Cracks in the mold. By the 1990s, LEGO was still expanding toy lines and kept taking their branding into new directions like clothing and games. But eventually, they stretched themselves too thin, and the company started to produce more than they were making back in profits. LEGO suffered its first big loss as a company in 1998, as it fell several $1 million into the red. With so many toys coming out at the time, LEGO hadn't changed its toy design or even its manufacturing practices to keep up with their competition. There was even a brief period where LEGO was essentially selling their kits at a loss, once production and other administrative costs were factored in. The next few years saw LEGO license toys to franchises such as Star Wars and Harry Potter, which helped ease their financial stress. Though their own Bionicle line was a hit too, a lack of movies from Star Wars and Harry Potter around 2003 forced LEGO to face reality. Soon, executives talked about the prospect of bankruptcy, and Jørgen V. Knudstorp took over as LEGO's first CEO from outside the family tree. Knudstorp had to reassemble the company like a Lego set and proceed to sell off properties like Legoland to mitigate losses. This rearranging also led Knudstorp to reduce colors and varieties of bricks, while he relocated manufacturing to be cost-effective. Though LEGO maintained a broad reach at this time, they were focusing on toys first and streamlining their production. Rebuilding brick by brick. Following the restructuring Knudstorp started, LEGO made calculated decisions to slowly get their brand going in the right direction again. Another major step happened in 2006 when LEGO hired adult fans as designers. Not only did this help to create sets people actually wanted, it also gave them sets adults would play with and pay grown-up prices for. LEGO saw success because their audience was now part of their creative process, instead of just the market. Duplo was also brought back as its own toy line after fans demanded it return. LEGO also changed up their approach to video games. Around 2004, they started working on a LEGO Star Wars game with developer Traveller's Tales. It was during this development cycle, however, that the toy company handed their video game reins over to Traveller's Tales while they focused on toys instead. The following video games were huge successes for both companies, while they also introduced LEGO to a new audience. LEGO changed with the times and found a way to hold onto their adolescent market, continuing to play well. Despite past ups and downs with licensing, LEGO made the majority of their American sales from licensed toys going into 2009. Though LEGO based on entertainment properties were doing well in most markets, they had exceptional value in the United States in particular. LEGO was also more selective about what licenses they worked with going forward, which helped them avoid financial downturns in the long run from any dwindling popularity. With these premium sets and new lines like Power Miners, LEGO was matching creativity with commercial success. As a result, LEGO actually hit over $100 million in profits during the massive recession of 2009. Careful corporate decisions had set them on the right course. Their other big triumph was the LEGO Movie series, which they worked on with Warner Brothers. Between two core movies and spin-offs for Batman and Ninjago, the franchise has grossed over $1 billion globally. The films have also enjoyed generally positive reviews across the board, thanks to great writing and comedy that works for viewers of all ages. Dodging another plastic bullet. LEGO's new Resiliency, however, was tested in 2017, when the downfall of physical toy stores and Toys R Us hit them hard. After a decade of strong finances, LEGO faced its first drop in revenue in 2017 due to the shifting market. These actual brick-and-mortar locations provided a third of LEGO's sales, so a temporary setback was virtually unavoidable. LEGO bounced back barely a year later, however, thanks to increased focus on their online markets and shrewd negotiations to expand their shelf space at retailers like Walmart and Target. Though LEGO has always seemed like a sturdy company to outsiders, its biggest setbacks came from getting too ambitious. But through their careful changes and attentive new management, LEGO truly learned from and about their audience, and then again made toys people of all ages really wanted. Check out these other great clips from Context TV and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.